if you don't mind my asking you to put your political analyst on. You are one of the more thoughtful and insightful political analysts, or people. I mean, you're in the business, but I really value your opinions on this. When we look at what happened in California yesterday, this blowout, it appears to me, my take on it is that this was not so much a vote for Gavin Newsom, although people generally speaking, like the way that he's been governing California, and obviously the post-election polls showed that people were very supportive of his mask mandates and his vaccine mandates and whatnot. But it seems like it was more an anti-Larry Elder, which means kind of anti-Donald Trump wing of the Republican Party reaction than it was a pro-Newsom action. Or at least that was a big piece of it. Let's not, I guess you can have both at the same time. And it does, A, I'm wondering if you agree with that analysis, and B, if so, doesn't that inform the Democrats moving forward, particularly since Republicans, I mean, as we're seeing with Kevin McCarthy, who originally was, speaking out against Donald Trump on January 6th and now is sucking up to him because he's afraid of a primary in his own district. Doesn't that mean that most of the Republicans in their primaries are going to have to go full Trump to get elected by the base in their primaries? And that's going to make them very kind of Larry Elderish, very vulnerable in the general election. Is this good news, or am I congratulating way too, way too early here?
No, I completely agree with you. I don't think there were a lot of pro-Gavin votes. There were a lot of anti-Trump 2 votes. And that's how the campaign really was run in the final weeks, that this was just a Trump light. You're going to get another Trump governance, this time as a governor. And I think that absolutely was the messaging, and we saw that resoundingly turned down. And I also agree with you that the reason that Republican leadership, not that Kevin McCarthy is like an intellectual heavyweight anyway, or has a spine made of much, something more substantial than Jell-O, but he it does have to, as most Republicans, have to appeal to Donald Trump because of primaries. Because don't forget, 20% of the people may vote in a primary, but if that 20% of the people are voting and a majority of them are the more right-wing, Q-leaning type folks, they've got to keep Donald Trump happy, or else he can cause all sorts of problems. So you're right. Republicans are going to have to tack right in primaries and then try to suddenly do a number of somersaults to get back to the middle. And that's not the easiest task. If you've looked at most people who run for Congress, they're not exactly somersaulters. They're going to have a tough time in making that case.
Yeah, they used to have to do it with just one issue, like abortion or gun control or something, and they'd run on that in the primaries, and then they kind of back away from it in the general. But now, I mean, this is so systemic, it's so big.